Virgin Radio Sports Headlines.
Crystal Palace head to Burnley this lunchtime, aiming to pick up their first Premier League points under Frank de Boer. They've lost all three of their top-flight games since the Dutchman became manager. There's live commentary from Turf Moor on our sister station Talk Sport from 1:30.
Yes.
Today's other Premier League game sees Swansea host Newcastle. Manchester United manager Jose Mourinho says he's not going to get too down after they dropped their first points of the Premier League season at Stoke. They were held to a 2-2 draw, having won their first three matches without conceding a goal. England cricket head coach Trevor Bayliss says there are still issues to be resolved with the batting order ahead of this winter's Ashes tour to Australia. Mark Stoneman, Tom Wesley and David Millan's places in the side are still less than assured. And unseeded Sloane Stephens needed just over an hour to beat fellow American Madison Keys and win a first ever US Open tennis title. Britain's Jamie Murray followed up his success with Martina Hingis at Wimbledon to claim the mixed doubles trophy. The men's singles final is the highlight in New York this evening. That's the sport, powered by TalkSport.
Don't mention the other station! Mention this station, for crying out loud. Jeez! Hey, morning, guys. Yes.
Classic tracks.
New music.
This is Virgin
And not many
Radio.
more of these shows to go, guys. Morning, Iain Lee, Virgin Radio. I was at a Spice Girls tribute show last night. Don't ask why, it's none of your business. A fight kicked off. It kicked off. Best fights you've ever seen, best and worst tribute acts. Really, what is the point in Sundays? There's a new phone-in show in town for, well, not much longer. 0333 00 333 00.
tracks.
New music. This is Virgin Radio.
Try to keep you close to me, but I got in between. Tried to square not being there, but said that I should have been. Hold back the river, let me look in your eyes. Hold back the river so I can stop for a minute and see where you hide. Hold back the river, hold back. Once upon a different life, we rubbed our backs into the sky. Now we're caught against the tide. Those distant days all flashing by. Hold back the river, let me look in your eyes. Hold back the river so I can stop for a minute and be by your side. Hold back the river, hold back. Hold back the river. Let us hold each other. Lonely water, lonely water, won't you let us wander? Let us hold each other. Hold back the river, let me look in your eyes. Hold back the river so I can stop for a minute and be by your side. Hold back the river, hold back. Hold back the river, let me look in your eyes. Hold back the river so I can stop for a minute and be by your side. Hold back the river, oh. Lonely water, won't you let us wander? Let us hold each other. Lonely water,
It's singing.
lonely water.
Singing is basically voices making music. That's what singing is.
Let us hold each other.
And an instrumental is... Oh, I read this last night. Got to study for my Virgin exams. An instrumental is basically a song with just music, not singing. Is that right? Yes, that's right. I got it right. Got my Virgin exams coming up soon, and if I fail, I get taken off the air. If I pass, then I'm here forever. Morning, dear listener. This is Iain Lee. This is Virgin Radio. There is a new phone-in show in town. You can call in about absolutely anything you want. But here's the thing, guys. I was at a very exciting event last night. I was at a Spice Girls tribute concert. Spice Girls Wannabe, it was called. At the Wycombe Swan Theatre in High Wycombe. Now, lots of people on Twitter last night said, why are you at a Spice Girls tribute show? I replied to them, why aren't you at a Spice Girls tribute show? Why wouldn't you go? I tell you, I went. I've got two boys, 7 and 5, who love the Spice Girls. Love them. So someone told me this was on, I bought tickets. 26 quid each. 26 quid each! 26 quid for a ticket for a 5-year-old to see a fake band. I mean... Now, it was all in all, it was an entertaining evening, right? Although, it has to be said, they did do quite a few songs that weren't by the Spice Girls. I mean, why were they singing Sisters Are Doing It For Themselves? Celebrate? Is that a song? Celebrate Good Times? Come on. And We Are Family. Now, why were they singing those and they didn't sing some of the Spice Girls hits like Holler and Headlines? Why? I don't want to be pedantic, but I refuse to clap the cover versions. Yes, some of you might say, well, the Spice Girls did those on their original tours. Yes. That was before they'd had the hits Holler. Am I speaking to the key Virgin audience by going into so much detail about Spice Girls' back catalogue? Am I? They didn't sing Holler and Headlines. They sang Celebrate, We Are Family, and Sisters Are Doing It For Themselves. So I want to know, there's more happening, and I'll tell you in a bit, but I do want to know best, and let's be honest, the worst tribute bands, what you have ever seen. 0333 00 333 00 is the telephone number. 0333 00 333 00 is the telephone number. The best and indeed the worst tribute bands you've ever seen. And wait till I tell you what actually happened 3/4 of the way through the concert, man. If you follow me on Twitter, you will have seen the video of it. It was incredible.
One love, one heart. Let's get together and feel alright. Hear the children crying. One love. Hear the children crying. One heart. Saying, give thanks and praise to the Lord, and I will feel alright. Saying, let's get together and feel alright. Whoa, 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 whoa. Let them all pass all their dirty remarks. One love. There is one question I'd really love to ask. One heart. Is there a place for the hopeless sinners who has hurt all mankind? Just save his soul, believe. One love. What about a one heart? What about a let's get together and feel alright. As it was in the beginning. One love. So shall it be in the end. One heart. Alright. Give thanks and praise to the Lord, and I will feel alright. Let's get together and feel alright. One more thing. Let's get together to fight this holy Armageddon. One love. So when the man comes, there will be no doom. One soul. Have pity on those whose chances grow thin. There ain't no hiding place from the Father of creation. Saying, one love. What about the one heart? What about the let's get together and feel alright? I'm playing to mankind. One love. One heart. Give thanks and praise to the Lord, and I will feel alright. Let's get together and feel alright.
Classic tracks, new music.
Virgin Radio.
In my defense, all my intentions were good, and heaven owns a place somewhere for the misunderstood. You know I'd give you blood if it be enough. Devils on my doorstep since the day I was born. pretend you were ever searching for saints. 'Cause I've been crucified for just being alive. Somewhere in the crossfire of this whispering war, seems that I forgot just what I was fighting for. But underneath my skin there's a fire within, still burning. For what it's worth, I'm sorry for the hurt. I'll be the first to say I made my own mistakes. For what it's worth, I know it's just a word and words betrayed. Sometimes we lose our way. The first bird to fly gets all the arrows. Let's leave the past behind with all our sorrows. I'll build a bridge between us and I'll swallow my pride. For what it's worth, I'm sorry for the hurt. I'll be the first to say I made my own mistakes. For what it's worth, I know it's just a word and words betrayed. Sometimes we lose our way. For what it's worth,
Oh, that was low, wasn't it? That was low. Who's up for a game of who can do the lowest note? Guys, anyone? Let's see if I can do... Here's the lowest note I can do. Hang on. I can go lower than that. I think I can go lower than that. I think I can go lower than that. Here we go. Suck it up, big boy. That's the lowest I can go. You want to beat that? 03300 We're playing Who Can Make the Lowest Note on Virgin Radio. Because that's what the kids want. Anyway, so I was at this Spice Girls tribute concert where they sang loads of songs that weren't by... It was great. They were great, right? The girls doing it were absolutely brilliant, right? Brilliant. I was just disappointed that there were loads of songs that weren't Spice Girls songs. The audience consisted of... let me think. Well, let's just say I was the only dad there that had brought two young sons with him. We constituted about 60% of the males in the audience. It was like one... it was fun. It was like one giant hen night with 1,000 hens. Imagine that. Aish. I only spotted one... Well, hang on a second. I'm going to say something that's going to get me in trouble, but... I only spotted one gentleman who appeared to be gay. I mean, now, appeared to be... How do we know? How can we tell from the way... exactly, but... it was mainly hens, and one or two individual gentlemen sat with their raincoats over their laps. I don't know. But it was good. I enjoyed it. I just... Why weren't they singing Spice Girls songs? Anyway. So here's the thing, right? First half, lovely, fun, all good fun. We enjoyed that. Second half, halfway through the second half... As the girls were introducing a new song, may have been a Spice Girl song, I don't remember, there was some argy-bargy up, sort of on the left-hand side, up a bit. Now, earlier on in the evening, the people up there had won a bottle of bubbly. That doesn't mean champagne. It means fizzy wine. And everyone's attention was drawn over there, where there was some sort of argy bargee going on. I don't quite know what it was, but there was definitely a confrontation. We couldn't really hear it, but we could hear shouting and pushing. We could see pushing and shoving. And then the bottle of bubbly was opened and poured over someone's head. At this point, the faux Spice Girls said, "We'll be back in a few minutes," and they walked off stage. And suddenly, the house lights came up. And there was a full-on scrap going between these women in their 50s. It was brilliant. I don't know what it was. It was brilliant. And eventually, security rocked up and were telling people they had to go. This bit I caught. I filmed some of it. I didn't film the fight, and some bloke unfollowed me, said, "I'm unfollowing you because you said there was a fight and you didn't film it, you knob." I thought that was... Apologise to anyone who wanted to see the fight that I didn't capture. Anyway, so there's a Barney going on. Security rocks up and tries to throw out, well, it turns out about 30 women. And they weren't going nowhere, right? They were not going to go anywhere. And so suddenly the rest of the audience and 970 other people are going, "Out, out, out, out." And my boys were sat there going, "Daddy, what's going on?" And I had to say, in all honesty, I said, "Boys, I haven't got a clue. I haven't got a clue." They were kicked out after about 5 minutes. Oh, man, it was fun. Then the Spice Girls came back and did some wonderful, wonderful songs that may or may not have been part of the Spice Girls back catalogue. So. That brings us to the topics we have this morning. First of all, what's the lowest note you can make? 0333 00 333 00. Best and worst tribute bands you've ever seen. And what's the best punch-up you've ever seen? 0333 00 333 00. I'm Iain Lee. This is Virgin Radio.
Classic tracks.
New music.
Virgin Radio. New music. This is Virgin Radio.
There has to be a Radiohead tribute band, doesn't there? Doesn't there? There has to be. Every band's got a tribute band. Every band. There'll even be tribute bands for tribute bands. That was a joke, guys. That was a joke. That song reminds me of this one. Yeah, you see, similar. Yep, it's that vibe. Very similar vibe between Promise by Radiohead and Tijuana Taxi by Herb Alpert. Herb Alpert, who might be coming on the Talk Radio show weeknights from 10. We're yay close to getting Master Blower Herb Alpert on the show. Imagine that. That'll get the 15, 16-year-olds listening to us. You know it. You know it makes sense. Most tribute bands these days are pretty good. But I was around in the late 80s, early 90s when the first flush of tribute bands made themselves known to the public. And I'm going to be honest, there were a load of ropey ones. I remember I remember seeing a terrible Queen tribute band with a black Freddie Mercury. Now, I'm not racist, but... No, hang on. That's not the right sentence. I'm not... No, that doesn't work. But a black Freddie Mercury. I mean, I don't know. Maybe in this world where we are all colourblind, perhaps that should be okay. But I like my tribute bands where the artists at least make an attempt to look like who they're trying to be. The best ones are the Beatles. There are about 62,000 Beatles tribute bands. And they've all got guys with funny eyebrows and haunting eyes playing Paul McCartney. 03330 Best and worst tribute bands. Who can make the lowest noise? And the best punch up what you have ever seen.
Classic tracks. New music.
Virgin Radio.
tracks.
New music.
Same old same.
Classic tracks, new music.
Virgin Radio.
She's a good girl, loves her mama, loves Jesus, in America too. She's a good girl, is crazy about Elvis, loves horses, and her boyfriend too. And it's a long living in Reseda, there's a freeway running through the yard. And I'm a bad boy, 'cause I don't even miss her. I'm a bad boy for breaking her heart. The vampires walking through the valley move west down Ventura Boulevard, and all the bad boys are standing in the shadows, and the good girls are home with broken hearts.
Morning, dear listener. Good morning. There we go. Iain Lee, Virgin Radio. Let me tell you something a little bit peculiar. Do you remember the other week? We talked about a bloke that was having. I'm just trying to remember what I can say on a Sunday morning. It's 10:49 in the morning, not 10:49 in the evening. There was a guy who I think was having an affair with his car, and by affair he was in love with it and having a relationship of a physical nature with his car. Turns out there are loads of these weird perverts around. Loads of them. Chris Seaver is suing the state of Alabama after it refused to recognise his marriage to his laptop. He's married a laptop. The crank, which describes his sexual orientation as machinist, claims he married an object in New Mexico with female-like features. Wowzers. He's asked Judge Chris Green to recognise the union or issue a new marriage licence. Defendant Green issues marriage licences to individuals who self-identify as homosexual, but he refuses to issue marriage licences to zoophiles, machinists and polygamists. Polygamists. How you say it? I don't know. Dom's on the line. Good morning, Dom.
Good morning, Harper. How are you?
I'm very, very well. I've got a blinding headache this morning, Dom, but do you know what? I'm being very, very brave about it.
That is just like you, that is.
Thank you. I'm a brave little soldier.
You are. What topics you got today? I've decided to just do topics rather than mess about.
But you've not been listening.
Of course I've been listening. I was doing it so you'd tell me.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Producer. Who can make the lowest noise, me or thee? Fights, the best fight you've ever seen.
One at a time. Slow it down. One at a time. Go on.
Okay. Who can make the lowest noise, thee or me?
Go for it.
You go first.
Okay. Oh. How's that?
I win that one. Best punch-up you've ever seen?
Best punch I've ever seen? Ooh. I think it was at a conservative club, ironically, and it was two very posh ladies that you wouldn't expect to be.
This is it. The fight last night, they weren't posh, but it was women. I think women duke it out more than blokes.
Well, there you go. Actually, they don't hold back, do they?
And tribute bands after the delightful Spice Girls act, which was brilliant, apart from the fact they did quite a few songs that weren't Spice Girls songs. What tribute bands have you seen?
Best one by far, Bootleg Beatles.
Yes.
About 4 or 5 times now.
See, I've not seen them. I must go and see them. Yes.
Oh, dude, I mean, it's a different incarnation every time. Because the first time I saw them was 20 years ago, and they're all different members.
It was 20 years ago today that Dom first saw the Bootleg Beatles play. Yes?
You're a poet.
Huh?
And worst one, it's a Beatles tribute. It's basically any band that Paul Weller's been in, really.
Oh, how rude!
Wow, you're telling me about this. I'll tell you about that. Start talking, you walk into another trap. And all the time you know my name. You know my name. You know my name. Just settle down, you're losing the plot. It took you a lifetime to get where you got. If I had it all, I'd be dead in a week. If I had my way, be king for a day. Wait for them to ask you who you know. Please don't make any sudden moves. You don't know the half of the abuse. All my friends are heathens, take it slow. Wait for them to ask you who you know. Please don't make any sudden moves. You don't know the half of the abuse. Welcome to the room of people who have rooms of people that they loved one day docked away. Just because we check the guns at the door doesn't mean our brains will change from hand grenades. You love another psychopath sitting next to you. You love another murderer sitting next to you. You think I'd get here sitting next to you. But after all I've said, please don't forget. All my friends are heathens, take it slow. Wait for them to ask you who you know. Please don't make any sudden moves. You don't know the half of the abuse. We don't deal with outsiders very well. They say newcomers have a certain smell. Yeah, trust issues not to mention. They say they can smell your intentions. You laughing on the freak show sitting next to you. You have some weird people sitting next to you. You think I did not get here sitting next to you. But after all I've said, please don't forget. All my friends are heathens, take it slow. Wait for them to ask you who you know. Please don't make any sudden moves. You don't know the half of the abuse.
Sports.
Virgin Radio Sports Headlines.
Burnley manager Sean Dyche says he's not in the least bit shocked that Crystal Palace boss Frank de Boer is going into today's game under pressure.
Me neither.
The two sides meet in the Premier League this afternoon. Palace have lost all three top-flight games since de Boer took charge.
Awful.
And haven't yet scored a goal.
Sack him.
Elsewhere today, Newcastle face Swansea in the late kick-off.
Good luck, guys.
Unseeded Sloane Stephens needed just over an hour to beat fellow American Madison Keys and win a first-ever US Open tennis title.
Congratulations.
She won the final 6-3, 6-love. Britain's Jamie Murray followed up his success with Martina Hingis at Wimbledon to claim the mixed doubles trophy.
Well done.
The men's singles final is the highlight in New York this evening. World number one Rafa Nadal plays Kevin Anderson of South Africa. England cricket head coach Trevor Bayliss says there are still issues to be resolved with the batting order ahead of this winter's Ashes tour to Australia. Mark Stoneman, Tom Westley and David Millan's places in the side are still up for grabs. And Britain's Cal Crutchlow qualified fourth fastest for this afternoon's San Marino MotoGP. He was only outpaced by the top three in this year's championship. That's the sport, powered by
Virgin Radio.
Classic tracks, new music. This is Virgin Radio.
0333 003300. Best fights you've ever seen and best and worst tribute bands, please.
We'll do it all. Everything on our own. We don't need anything or anyone. If I lay here, if I just lay here, would you lie with me and just forget the world? I don't quite know how to say how I feel. I said too much. They're not enough. If I lay here, if I just lay here, would you lie with me and just forget the world? Forget what we're told before we get too old. Show me a garden that's bursting into life. Let's waste time chasing cars around our heads. If I lay here, if I just lay here, would you lie with me and just forget the world? Forget what we're told before we get too old. Show me a garden that's bursting into life. All that I am, all that I ever was, is here in your perfect eyes. They're all I can see. I don't know where, confused about how as well. Just know that these things will never change for us at all. If I lay here, if I just lay here, would you lie with me and just forget the world?
Classic tracks.
New music.
This is Virgin Radio.
If
By the way, that's a terrible ending to a song. It's a great song. But, wow, it's a terrible ending to a song. Oh, hello. We did this as a topic on the Talk Radio show, best endings to songs, right? And I think you will be hard-pushed to find an ending to a song that is better than the diminished sixth chord, I'm going to say, at the end of She Loves You by the Beatles. It's just a perfect ending. And, well, I thought it would be a fun phone-in topic. It was the most argumentative thing we've ever done. I had two men of a certain vintage getting very, very angry with me that I poo-pooed Bill Haley. Bill Haley! The phone calls ended in strong words. It was continued on Twitter. I just didn't rate Bill Haley, and I certainly don't rate the ending to, what's the silly song he does? Rock Around the Clock. Bam, 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 bam. It's like an ending by a 5-year-old. You want to let me know what you think the best ending to a song is? You're more than welcome to. You can tweet at Iain Lee, IAINLEE, or you can call 0333 I was asking about best fights you've ever seen. Good. We all like a good punch-up, don't we? And one of my great regrets is, at the age of 44, I have never punched someone with my full force. I've never done it. Now, listen, I don't condone violence. I like to think I'm an old head, an old hippie, a pacifist, if you will. But there's a part of me that wants to know what it feels like for my fist to make contact with someone's nose or jaw at full pelt. And I've never experienced it. It's unlikely I'm going to experience it now at this advanced stage of my career and life. So Crabbers says, I was a bit squiffy. This is a fight that he was in. He says it's his mate's best fight he's ever seen. I was a bit squiffy, but I was punched to the ground by a juggler in Covent Garden for proving I was a better juggler than him. Now, Crabbers on Twitter, were you really better at juggling than the juggler? Or were you just being a drunken, 11:15 on Sunday morning? I think I can say a drunken knob. That's certainly, it's about 3 steps down from what I was going to call you. What was it, Crabbers? Were you actually a brilliant juggler, or were you just a drunk pain in the bum?
Please forgive me if I act a little strange, for I know now what I do feels like lightning running through my veins. Every time I look at you, every time I look at you. Help me out here, all my words are falling short. And there's so much I want to say. Want to tell you just how good it feels when you look at me that way. When you look at me that way. Throw a stone and watch the rivers flow, moving out across the bay. Like a stone I fall into your eyes, deep into that mystery. Deep into some mystery.
music.
This is Virgin Radio.
Well, that ended, didn't it? That was literally an ending. 0333 0033300. That's the telephone number I believe Dredge has called. Good morning, Dredge.
Hey, man. So, yeah, these...
wow, can I just say, respect to you, Dredge. Respect to you for just getting straight in there. None of the society's formalities or anything. You've got a point, you want to make it, and you just got straight in there, buddy, and I respect that, and I wish more people were like you. Go for it. You go. Shine, boy, shine.
Well, worst tribute act.
Yes?
There was one I saw in a pub years and years ago. They were a Dire Straits tribute act, and they should have just been called Dire.
Oh?
Because they clearly just bought a drum machine.
Yes.
And every song they did had the same basic drum pattern.
Yeah. They hadn't read the instructions properly, and they just gone for setting one.
Yeah. So they said, so here's Songs of Swing. It just went on like that for the whole song.
Wowzers.
And now here's Money for Nothing.
And did they build themselves? They were just in Dire Straits.
They were meant to be Dire Straits. They didn't look like them, but which could have been a bonus. But
I could only name 2 Dire Straits songs.
Yeah, but you don't like them.
Well, that is correct, but do you have to like them to... I don't like the Rolling Stones, but I can name loads of their rubbish records.
You got me there,
Thank you, yes, exactly. Case dismissed, case dismissed. Yeah, I do like a tribute band, but I want my tribute bands to look like the people they're supposed to be. But even if I see a Beatles tribute band, and even if McCartney looks a bit like him, but he's playing a right-handed bass guitar, I feel cheated.
The Bootleg Beatles were definitely the best tribute band I ever saw.
Now,
I don't know if you saw them.
No, I've never seen the Bootleg Beatles, and that surprises me saying those words out loud, because I'm in love with the Beatles. I'm in love with decent tribute bands. I should go and see these guys.
They were so accurate. I wanted to go and say well done afterwards, and then I suddenly remembered that it wasn't actually the Beatles.
No, you would have...
People disguised.
If you'd have gone to say well done, you could have been an Apple Scruff tribute. You could have been a Beatles fan tribute, playing fake... Hang on a minute, you could have been a tribute artist to the fans, paying fake tribute to the fake Beatles. Does that make sense?
No.
Thank you very much indeed for your call. In my head, it's an excellent idea. Using words, it's a terrible idea. 033300 I'm Iain Lee. This is Virgin Radio.
Virgin Radio.
Classic tracks, new music.
Virgin Radio.
You haven't found it, baby, that's for sure. You rip me up, you spread me all
tracks.
New music. This is Virgin Radio.
Morning, dear listener. Iain Lee, Virgin Radio. Talking about good and bad tribute acts. Here's a story in yesterday's newspaper. An Elvis impersonator can't go on karaoke singing after pubs banned him. What did they ban him for? For being rubbish. That's what it says here. For being rubbish. Grandad Richard Carpenter, sings the music legend's hits after discovering his hobby during a holiday abroad. Is singing Elvis songs considered a hobby these days? That's an odd hobby to have, isn't it? He brought He bought his idol's outfit to wear while singing down his locals. When it says his outfit, it's like a really nasty, cheap polyester jumpsuit. It's awful. But the 64-year-old has now been barred from every karaoke session in town by organisers who want a lot less performances. Pubs in Exmouth, Devon, accuse Richard... Oh, here we go. He's not just rubbish, he's a troublemaker. Pubs in Exmouth accuse Richard of heckling other crooners, squabbling with fellow singers, and threatening a disc jockey. He said, "I love karaoke." This is brilliant. What an absolute pudding. He said, "I love karaoke. It's my only entertainment. I've had my liberty taken away from me." Paul Whitaker from the York pub said Richard was banned for being aggressive. He added, "The first night he sang, he was involved in a fight with another singer around the same age as him." This guy is an absolute legend and a nightmare at the same time.
I've never been closer. I tried to understand that certain feeling carved by another's hand. Oh, but it's too late to hesitate. We can't keep on living like this. Leave no track. Don't look back. Only desire. Temptation. We're climbing higher and higher. Temptation. Adorable creatures. Temptation. With unacceptable features. Temptation. Trouble is coming. Temptation. It's just the high cost of loving. Temptation. You can take it or leave it. Temptation. But you better leave it. You've got to make me an offer that cannot be ignored. So let's head for home now. Everything I have is yours. Oh, step by step, day by day, every second counts. I can't break away. Leave no trace. Hide your face. Follow desire. Temptation. We're climbing higher and higher. Temptation. You can take it or leave it. Temptation. But you step by step and day by day, every second counts. I can't break away. Temptation, keep us from temptation. Keep us from temptation. Lead us not into temptation. Trying to find it. Temptation. You got to get up behind it. Temptation. Put your dime in the hot stove. Temptation. But it's a million to watch out. Temptation. You think that you're right now. Temptation. You're gonna face it tonight now. Temptation. Ooh, give me a breakdown. Temptation. Because it's time for a showdown.
Classic tracks. new music.
Virgin Radio.
Good morning, dear listener. Only 17 minutes until we start saying happy afternoon. This is Iain Lee on Virgin Radio. Don't forget, of course, if you're enjoying this nonsense, and why wouldn't you? Get it while you still can. It ain't going to be here forever. You can listen to me weeknights from 10 o'clock on our sister station. And what that means is we're all owned by News Corp and Rupert Murdoch. Richard Murdoch is his less successful brother. You can listen to me weeknights from 10. And next week, next Sunday, I'm doing a show. Imagine that, a live show in that there London, which you can come and see. Tickets are only £12.50. So next Sunday, I'm doing the Rabbit Hole live as part of the podcast festival. And if you want to find out where you can get tickets, just Google Rabbit Hole King's Place. We're playing in King's Place next Sunday evening. And why the hell wouldn't you want to come?
Classic tracks.
New music.
Virgin Radio. This is Virgin Radio.
Standing in line to see the show tonight, and there's a light on, heavy glow. By the way, I tried to say I'd be there, waiting for Danny the girl is singing songs to me beneath the marquee. Overload. Stiff knife, car chop, con job, boot cut. Skin that flick, she such a little DJ. Get that quick, my street, but on the freeway. Turn that trick to make a little leeway. Beat that nick, but not the way that we play. Dog down, bloodbath, ribcage, soft tail. Standing in line to see the show tonight, and there's a light on, heavy glow. By the way, I tried to say I'd be there, waiting for. Blackjack, dope dick, pawn shop, open. Kiss that dyke, I know you want the whole one. Now turn straight, but I'm about to blow one. Bite that mic, I know you never stole one. Girls that like the story, so I told one. Salford, mainline, cashback, hot top. Standing in line to see the show tonight, and there's a light on, heavy glow. By the way, I tried to say I'd be there, waiting for Danny the girl is singing songs to me beneath the marquee. Oversold. By the way, I tried to say I'd be there, waiting for. Kissing in the mood, 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 kissing in the mood. Standing in line to see the show tonight, and there's a light on, heavy glow. By the way, I tried to say I'd be there, waiting for Danny the girl is singing songs to me beneath the marquee. Oversold. By the way, I tried to say I know you from before. Standing in line to see the show tonight, and there's a light on, heavy glow. By the way, I tried to say I'd be there, waiting for.
Classic tracks. New music. This is Virgin Radio.
never seen. Fills the spaces up in your dreams. That reminds me. Every inch of road's got a sign. Every boy uses the same line. I pledge allegiance to everything now. Every song that I've ever heard is playing at the same time. It's absurd, and it reminds me of everything now. We'll turn the speakers up till they break. 'Cause every time you smile, it's a fake. Stop pretending you got everything. I need it. I want it. I can't live without it. I can't live without everything now. Every inch of road's got a town. Daddy, how come you're never around? I miss you and everything now. Mama, leave the food on the stove. Leave your car in the middle of the road. This happy family with everything now. We'll turn the speakers up till they break. 'Cause every time you smile, it's a fake. Stop pretending you got everything. I need it. I want it. I can't live without it. I can't live without Stop pretending you got it. I need it. I want it. I can't live without it. I can't live without it. I can't live. And every room in my house is filled with it. I couldn't live without it. I need it. I can't live without it. I can't live. Every inch of space in my heart is filled with something I'll never start. The ashes of everything now, and then the black again. Can't make it back again from everything now.
Yeah. So, do you remember last year there were these stories in the newspapers about the killer clowns? Was it maybe this year? Killer clowns. Oh, we're being plagued by killer clowns. And yet, when you asked anybody, no one had actually seen any of these killer clowns. And it turned out loads of the photos that were being used in the newspapers were just like stock library pictures of clowns with chainsaws and stuff. Well, the killer clowns are back. And by back, I bet they're not back. And what a surprise. There's a film coming out with a killer clown in it, It. A worried clown fears horror film It will spark a wave of pranks that will ruin his business. Professional clown Paul Lanigan says sick jokers may try to mimic murderous Pennywise in the new Stephen King film. Last year, police across the country were called to a spate of attacks by pranksters dressed as killer clowns. I don't think they were. I think this is fake news. This is actual fake news. I don't want to go, oh, Donald Trump on your ass, but I don't think there were any killer clowns. And Paul, who performs as Victorian clown Billy Purvis, is fearful their sick antics could destroy his industry. Oh, please let the clowning industry be destroyed. We don't want it. We don't want it. Paul said they were not only scaring the public, but tarnishing the reputations of the professional clowns and spoiling what should be a traditional part of the British heritage. I thought clowns were Italian. I thought they come from an Italian or French. I'm pretty sure. I know. Listen, guys, I won Mastermind, okay, and I won Celebrity Ready Steady Cook. So I know stuff. It takes a lot of skill to make people smile and laugh, but anybody can put on a cheap mask and scare somebody. Aye. I'm Iain Lee. This is Virgin Radio.
Classic tracks, new music, Virgin Radio.
You'll say we've got nothing in common, no common ground to start from, and we're falling apart. You'll say the world has come between us, our lives have come between us, still I know you just don't care. And I said, what about breakfast at Tiffany? She said, I think I remember the film, and as I recall, I think we both kind of liked it. And I said, well, that's the one thing we got. I see you, the only one who knew me, but now your eyes see through me. I guess I was wrong. So what now? It's plain to see we're over, and I hate when things are over, when so much is left undone. And I said, what about breakfast at Tiffany? She said, I think I remember the film, and as I recall, I think we both kind of liked it. And I said, well, that's the one thing we got. Say that we There's no time to cry. Happy, happy. Put it in your heart where tomorrow shines. Gold and silver shiny, happy people holding
Classic tracks, new music.
Virgin Radio.
Here's a thing, right? Now, I consider myself, dear listener, to be a very lazy man. And I've always been a lazy man, and I have a lot of time for lazy people. Loads of time. I just can't be bothered to meet them because I'm so lazy. And there's a thing in yesterday's newspaper. Now, I'm not this lazy. This is I did this once on Christmas Eve, so that when I was about 13 years old, so that I would be ready in time for Christmas Day. But I've not done it as a grown person. More than 650,000 Brits, that's you lot, you dirty layabouts, sleep in their clothes so they don't have to get dressed in the morning. Just let that sink in, right? That there'll be people listening to this that do it. I know you Virgin Radio listeners, you really are the laziest of the lays. They get dressed the night before so that they can sleep in their clothes and wake up and go straight to work. I'm assuming they don't have jobs, actually. Half of us find it hard to get out of bed, and not just on Mondays. But our laziness is costly as hitting the snooze button on the alarm twice each morning. Hang on a minute. Hitting the snooze button on the alarm twice each morning robs us of 267 days of our lives. What? We lose a year to snoozing? Just under a year. I know how many days are in a year. All right, guys. We lose just... Researchers also found 1 in 6 people skip breakfast to spend a few more minutes in bed. That's fine. And I'm a big fan of the snooze. I used it this morning, and then I went back to sleep and had a nightmare that I was late for this flipping show. But come on, how many of you dirty, dirty people are actually sleeping in your clothes? Are you sick?
Classic tracks.
New music.
Virgin Radio.
Across my beating heart.
To do. Now, I'm so glad that this is radio, not tele. Look at that! Isn't that's a lady's leg? There's for some reason there are lots of stories at the moment about flesh-eating spiders. Now, I'm obsessed with this because my favourite TV programme, I don't know if you're aware of it, Naked and Afraid. I love that programme. Basically, people get put in a desert island or in the jungle or something for 3 weeks, and they have to fend for themselves. And they don't have any clothes. And it's never explained why they're naked. It's never explained. But listen to this. A new bride reckons, already the story doesn't believe her, a new bride reckons she's lucky to be alive after being bitten by a venomous spider while on her honeymoon. So I'm gagging a little bit. Victoria Ross, 32, was 2 weeks into her marriage to company manager Brian, 33, when she was nipped on the right leg by a tiny violin spider in Jamaica. The account executive, this is horrible, was left with an inflamed red raw leg covered in, enjoy your Sunday roasts, pus-filled boils so bad doctors were convinced they would have to amputate. She told the Daily Star, I am genuinely lucky to be alive after that horrific bite on my honeymoon. I had no idea that a tiny spider could cause so much damage. On the last day of her 2-week holiday, Victoria was bitten by a brown recluse spider, also known as a violin spider, while lying in bed. Geez, and I'm going to try and describe these pictures. Oh, it's horrible! Her leg is all like bright red, like it's been burnt, right? It's red and black. And there is, oh, this is disgusting. I wish I hadn't started this now. There's like a big sort of boil, I would say about the size of quite a large balloon. And it's bright green, and that's filled with pus. So here's what I say. All spiders should be executed immediately. They are dirty, dirty creatures, and we have absolutely no need for them in this world.
Virgin Radio. Classic tracks, new music.
Virgin Radio. Classic tracks, new music. This is Virgin Radio.
All of the things I said should shouldn't fail you now, unless you're looking for a miracle. Out of the light we lost you in a crowd. You'll never find us a miracle. You can fail me now, you can leave me now, you can let me down, but you'll never know all of your self-control denies you the light, puts you in a hole. How come that no one knows you have a heart? Do you have a soul? You need someone to tell, you need someone to hold. This is love, what are you waiting for? You need someone to tell, you need someone to hold. This is love, what are you waiting for? How do we light the torch and pass it round? We need something that's flammable. You and I conspire and split the ground. This is oh so critical. You can fail me now, you can leave me now, you can let me down, but you'll never know all of your self-control denies you the light, puts you in a hole. How come that no one knows you have a heart? Do you have a soul? You need someone to tell, you need someone to hold. This is love, what are you waiting for? You need someone to tell, you need someone to hold. This is love, what are you waiting for? hard to hear. Anything's possible. Help yourself to what you want. Get caught by the wind. Believe that you can fly. Celebrate everything. Sunbathing on the roof. Watching airplanes. Believe that you can live. Yeah, forever and a day. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Celebrate everything. Oh yeah. Get caught by the wind. Oh yeah. Watching airplanes. Oh yeah. Get caught by the wind.
Classic tracks.
New music.
This is Virgin Radio.
Do you feel like a chain store? Practically floored. One of many zeros kicked around
So here's the thing, and you will have heard me mention this before. I just slipped off the desk there as though I were a drunk. I don't get, and this is musical blasphemy. Some of you, I know, fine, but bearing in mind I've had a fight with two old men this week about Bill Haley. I don't get the Rolling Stones. I don't get them. 5 good songs the Rolling Stones have got. Shall we name them? Yes. Okay. You can't always get what you want. Satisfaction. Wild Horses. 3 good songs the Rolling Stones had, and that's it. Well, don't worry, guys. The Rolling Stones are never going to stop touring, even when they're dead, I think. I think 2 of them are dead still, and yet they're still going. The Rolling Stones launched their European tour last night and told the fans the show will go on and on. Despite more than 50 years in the business, Mick Jagger, 74, Keith Richards, 73, and he doesn't look a day over 100. Ronnie Wood, 70, and Charlie Watts, 76, are nowhere near ready to quit. Before taking to the stage, in front of almost 90,000 fans in Hamburg, Keith said, I used to be able to do a good Keith Richards impression. No, I can't do it now. Well, that's frustrating. I used to be able to do a really good Keith Richards. No, I won't. It's a Sunday afternoon. I can't do it. I won't. He said, we haven't finished yet. It's still too early for me to talk about the Stones' legacy. There's one thing that we haven't yet achieved, and that's to really find out how long you can do this. It's still such a joy to play with this band that you can't really let go of it. Ay, 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 ay. Sir Mick also played down the prospect of the Stones no longer rolling. Clever. I like what you'd done. But conceded it had crossed his mind. He said, it's incredible to think about working with the same band for more than 50 years. Ay, ay. Yeah, here's the thing, guys. Listen, you know, if you want to go and see the Rolling Stones, then more power to your elbow. But I'm just sat here wondering why.
Classic tracks.
New music.
Virgin.
Don't get me wrong. If I'm looking kind of dazzled,
is Virgin Radio.
This ain't a song for the broken-hearted. A silent prayer for faith departed. I ain't gonna be just a face in the crowd. You're gonna hear my voice when I shout it out loud. It's my life, it's now or never. But I ain't gonna live forever. I just wanna live my life. It's my life. My heart is like an open highway. Like Franklin said, I did it my way. I just wanna live my life. It's my life. Yeah, this is for ones who stood their ground. For Tommy and Gina, who never backed down. Tomorrow's getting hard, make no mistake. Looking even up, you gotta make your own breaks. It's my life, and it's now or never. I ain't gonna live forever. I just wanna live my life. It's my life. My heart is like an open highway. Like Frankie said, I did it my way. I just wanna live my life. 'Cause it's my Better stand tall when they're calling you out. Don't bend, don't break, baby, don't back down. It's my life, and it's now or never. 'Cause I ain't gonna live forever. I just wanna live my life. It's my life. My heart is like an open highway. Like Frankie said, I did it my way. I just wanna live my life. It's my life. And it's now or never. I ain't gonna live forever. I just wanna live my life. It's my life. My heart is like an open highway. Like Frankie said, I did it my way. I just wanna live my life. It's my life.
Well, dear listener, happy afternoon indeed. It looks as grey as so-and-so out of the window here. I hope you have enjoyed this absolute nonsense. Come and get it while you can. Who knows how long this show's going to go on for, dear listener. But for the next few weeks at least, every Sunday morning, 10 o'clock, there is a new phone-in show in town. Stay tuned. At 4 o'clock, it's Eddie Temple-Morris. And it has to be said, he is the nicest smelling disc jockey I've ever had the pleasure to meet. However, John Jackson, who's up next, very smelly man.
My father said never give up, son. Just look how good Cassie has become. Mohammed, Mahatma, and Nelson. Not scared to be strong.
I mean, what if they say I'm no good? What if they say, get out of here, kid, you got no future?
Now you can run if you see they're right. realized I had to set my mind free. I was trusting statistics more than I trust me. Get a degree, good job, 401k. But I'm trying to turn K's to M's, what does it take? And maybe I could be the new Ali of music, probably, instead of doing it just as a hobby like these boys told me to. I guess you either watch the show or you show and prove. Prove it to them or you prove it to yourself. But honestly, it's better if you do it for yourself. Never complacent until we hit the oasis. One life, don't waste it. Feel my heart racing. Success, I taste it. We on the verge of getting every single thing that we deserve.
Someone special. You've got fire in your eyes. I see heaven inside you. Go further than we've ever gone. In you I see someone special. You've got pride in your brains. You can break through those chains. You'll go higher than we've ever gone. Just turn it on. In you I see someone special. Don't go to war with yourself. Just turn it on. And you can't go wrong.